Hi friends, here we are in the middle of August, and believe it or not, the stock market is literally a sneeze away from its all-time high mark in the middle of February. If I would have told you in the middle of February we would go through a presidential impeachment, which we've only had a handful in the entire history of our country, we would go through a virus that shut down the global economy for 4 or 5 months, the majority of schools would not be starting in their normal capacity, we would have sports suspended, we would have civil and social unrest unlike we've seen in 60 or 70 years, and then I were to tell you, oh, by the way, the stock market would be exactly where it was before. You wouldn't believe it. And many of you can't believe now that the stock market is where it is. And so the question that we've been answering and potentially you've been asking is, how can the stock market keep going up? This was one word: earnings. Earnings today, so current earnings, and forward-looking or future earnings. In February, from February, which we were at a peak in economic activity and in stock market highs, to April, the retail sales, as an example, fell almost 22%. Now, today, in the middle of August, we sit almost 2% higher from where we were in February at all-time highs on retail sales. I had a conversation with a business owner, been in business 42 years, and he told me last month was his single best revenue month ever. You see, when we look at the economy through the lens of CNN, MSNBC, CNBC, or Fox News, I want to make sure I hit them all, we see one set of data. But when you're on the ground talking to the men, women, and companies that actually make up our economy, you start to hear things like that and start to understand that current earnings and forward-looking or future expectation of earnings is actually incredibly optimistic right now. 400 of the 500 companies that make up the S&P 500 have reported earnings through the first week of August. 83% of them have performed better than their expectations. That's astonishing. And so while our belief is, if you've watched any of our videos, our belief is between now and the election, we will see gyrations and volatility. The market is and will continue to be based on fundamentals. And we still maintain 12 months from now, the market will again be at or above all-time highs. Make sure your portfolio can say the same. I'll see you next time.